Hey slots enthusiasts, if you start winning big jackpots, be very careful about a possible tax burden for your local income taxes. That's coming up. If you are a foreign national playing slots at U.S. casinos, it is quite possible you may pay no U.S. income taxes on gambling revenue. Given how many other countries are out there and the tax laws for each, you'll need to investigate your own country's tax laws for foreign income. If you reside in the U.S., on the other hand, like most others, you may regularly pay income taxes at the federal level and early each year prepare and file federal, state, and local income tax returns. A gambling log is useful if itemized deductions are possible for your income circumstances. Hiring an income tax professional or using tax preparation software means it's straightforward to implement gambling deductions. Of course, you'll need to keep a gambling log acceptable to the IRS. Keep in mind that paying federal taxes at the time of a jackpot win is optional. Everyone around me also winning jackpots at the time explained income taxes as usually coming out as a wash. What they meant was, along with gambling records, I wouldn't have to pay any federal income taxes, as I'd be able to deduct my losses up to my winnings. This unsolicited advice from fellow slots players included an assumption that slots players make little or no profit. That assumption didn't apply to me though, and if I have my way by you learning my winning slot strategies, it won't apply to you either. If you've won an automatically taxable slots jackpot, you've likely already had a painful education learning how to prepare and file your income taxes. And it may be that you did it right, but odds are you didn't know to keep a gambling log before winning big. Every state has different income tax laws. This is when a certified income tax professional certified in your state's tax laws comes in super handy, or income tax preparation software. Depending on where you live, you may not pay state income taxes on gambling income. For example, Nevada doesn't tax gambling income, but in most U.S. states, gambling income taxes exist for gambling income, and as at the federal level, a gambling log is super handy to get back taxes automatically paid at the time of your jackpot win. Unlike federal income taxes for jackpot wins over the taxable limit, states that tax gambling income are typically mandatory. What if you reside in one state but gamble in another? What then? Well, this is where an income tax professional or software comes in very, very helpful. Of course, you'll need to file another state income tax return if you gamble in another state. Also, states can have different tax rules for non-residents. For instance, the state of Oklahoma limits gambling deductions for non-residents playing slots in Oklahoma who win an automatically taxable jackpot. My best advice is to learn directly from your income tax professional, software, or CPA on what to expect for the state or states where you play slots. Now, if you don't pay local income taxes, count yourself lucky. As a winning slots enthusiast, local income taxes can be a tough situation. Seriously. You may want to move. I did. If you live within a local municipality that taxes your income, don't assume gambling deductions apply. They weren't even a consideration in mine before I moved outside of town and no longer had local income taxes. Let's say that you won a bunch of hand pays at your local casino for a total of $125,000. As high-limit players know, that's not unreasonable. The trouble is, most slots enthusiasts spend every jackpot to pay for winning the next jackpot. What does this mean? It means most regular slots players typically have zero profit or lose money. And so for federal and state income taxes, when using an acceptable gambling log, they do indeed deduct their losses, $125,000, up to their winnings, $125,000, for, drumroll please, zero gambling income taxes. As they say to expect, it was a wash. But that's for federal and state levels, as most cities or local municipalities don't accept deductions on gambling income. Our hypothetical friend would need to pay local taxes on that $125,000, despite spending it all gambling. At a local income tax rate of 2%, that's a $2,500 bill. Ouch. If this happens to you, remember you can offset your tax burden if the casino removed local taxes if they are in a local municipality. These local taxes can be hard to notice, often combined with state taxes on many casino receipts. Thankfully, it's separated out in the W-2G tax form. Oh, and did I mention that income tax professionals and software can't help you with local income tax preparation? So there's that too. Call it the cherry on top of your metaphorical income tax sundae. Death and taxes, right? Gambling Gambling record keeping is useful for more than income tax preparation records. You can use them to help analyze your slots gambling performance year-round, provide graphs showing progress, and as a place to collect your notes on winning or losing slot machines, casino by casino. Linked in the card above, I am offering Excel, CSV, and printable PDF formatted versions of simple, medium, and advanced gambling record templates. Each version includes integrated and standalone logbooks for complimentary gifts earned from your favorite casinos. Now, maybe you want to know, how hard is it to keep gambling records for income tax preparation? In this video right here, I explain some of the difficulties slots enthusiasts stumble over. So if you want to know what to watch out for, click that video right here, and I'll see you in the next one.